What's going on, Virgo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a great week so far. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Virgo, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey because it's your general energy weekly spread or something, Virgo. Like really at this point, it's just, these intros are just going to be shenanigans from this point on. But enough about me. Because with this weekly spread, Virgo, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Virgo. So Virgo, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we'll get some detail with the tarot. But before we jump into these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if you were curious, thank you. The decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also, down in the description box, I have the links for some readers that I like watching as well, Virgo, so definitely go give them a shout out if you're looking for a different type of vibe there, see how the energies are translating. Definitely show them some love there, Virgo. But let's get into your first card here. All right, Virgo, so we got the fourth card. Look at that, it's like we're jumping to like a game show. You got the fourth card of Sagittarius here, which is more like court, which is the gavel card. Stay with me, Virgo, because this is a card of conviction, decisions made, pay attention, offer accepted, legal matters, court order, fair, finished, being judged, bring order, serious situation, important decision, and assertion. And there's something here, Virgo. The things that kind of stuck out to me here are the pay attention and the bring order. So I would say, as far as the pay attention, this almost feels like just sort of like, it more so of just like if things feel out of place as of late is what I'm kind of getting with this pay attention. Let's say like checking your space, for example, you know, has do things seem like they're in order, you know, like, or do things seem like they're in disarray? And I feel like it's one thing, Virgo, if life has just been maybe a little bit busy and we haven't had a chance to, you know, maybe straighten up or something along those lines, but it feels like this is more so like just like a little bit more than normal, you know, than like your normal busyness. You know, if you're just like, if there's certain things that just like, because listen, one of your things is that you're a sign of routines. You know, that's one of the aspects of Virgo, especially being associated with the 6th house. And so if it feels like that, maybe yeah, something along these lines of just like if something feels like that there's been in disarray, that I feel like that may be worth kind of looking into more, kind of like doing like some hermit work, you know, your card, you know. I feel like that there may be some sort of like maybe internal things that might be there, Virgo. There's maybe a chance for some type of growth or something along those lines. Just thinking with the Sagittarius energy here as well. And even just thinking with that, because Sagittarius normally, you know, whenever a planet is in Sagittarius, that usually is going to square, you know, your Virgo placements. So this feels like that maybe we've been, it's like, I don't know if there's been feels like a situation has been out of your control here as of late, Virgo, but yeah, there's something here just about maybe bringing some stuff, like maybe getting back, yeah, just on, let's get a little bit more on that, Virgo. Let's get some tarot. Now, if we do have any sort of like legal matters or anything along those lines, I feel like just make sure that we're paying attention to the details. You know, just make sure like if we have, this is not legal advice, Virgo, but if there's some kind of jargon or anything that we don't seem to recognize, you know, checking in with like our law experts and things along those lines. Because I'll tell you what, court stuff is it's a pain sometimes. All right, Virgo. Let's see what we got here. Oh, interesting, Virgo. Speaking of court things, got the, okay, so we got the Justice card, the Fool, the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Wands here, Virgo. And for some of you, again, if we're in some sort of like legal matter right now, so maybe some kind of court order thing or something along those lines, I feel like we just want to be mindful of just kind of maybe keeping up to, and I don't feel like I need to tell you this, Virgo, but just, or this may not even be you. Maybe this could be something where we may be dealing with someone who's kind of maybe dragging something along, maybe for some of you, that like, it feels like, you know, just kind of keep following up on that. I feel like with the Ace of Wands, just in case if someone gets you or is giving you some shenanigans, or maybe even bring it up to someone's attention. You know what I mean? Maybe consult with like a lawyer, paralegal, something along those lines. But outside of that, Virgo, even just thinking with the Justice, this gives me a sense of like maybe again something has been kind of thrown out of harmony here. Maybe we've been kind of in our head, maybe as of late, maybe there's been a lot of decisions that we've been wanting to make. Maybe this is it feels like that maybe there are a lot of changes that might be happening here, Virgo, with the Fool card being here. And maybe there's something where we're with the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands, it's like we're trying to figure out in what ways do we want to take our energies as far as like to grow, maybe to change, to expand, or something along those lines here. But whatever this is, Virgo, I feel like that if there's something that we're not dealing with, or maybe we're making a decision that is like kind of like pressuring us or something along those lines, I feel like that it's the longer that we put this off, the more that anxiety is going to build. And it's just like most of the time it's just like a duh, but sometimes there are certain situations that it's just like we know that we need to face this stuff head on, but it's just like, don't really want to break the peace, you know, just thinking with the Justice card, because Libra's energy as well, they can be about relationships, you know, kind of like one-on-one, whether this be business and like a love relationship and a familial thing. So, I just feel like we want to get ahead of this thing, Virgo, before it does become, and listen, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but before it becomes a more kind of serious situation, maybe turn into like more of a tower moment or something along those lines. It feels like that, yeah, if something needs to change, whether this is like a routine or maybe it's like a getting things, very interesting, Virgo, but, all right, dope. Yeah, something, yeah, just kind of, again, I don't feel like it's only if you, and if we're not resonating, don't panic. This feels like this seems like this has just been, things have been off for a little while, and it's time to just kind of change the energy up a little bit here. But let's get another oracle on the mix. Yeah, speaking of a lot of Libra energy here, I'm with it. So you got the 5th card of Libras here, which is the book burning card. And with this card, this is a card of censorship, silencing, control, discord, canceled, persecute, suffocate, destroyed heritage, limiting freedom, constraint, rewrite history, mind games, and changing the narrative. Virgo. So, for some of you, I'm not sure if it's maybe with this court stuff that's going down here, but I do feel like that if there's any sort of like, because the mind games, that's one thing that kind of stuck out to me. And if there's something here, whether this is in court stuff or just in general, if you notice that there are any sort of like manipulations that are going on maybe in our relationships, or that maybe there's again maybe some kind of discord that's happening right now, just something that's being thrown out of balance, maybe we're feeling, because the censorship is something that kind of popped out to me too, and I don't know if this is something where we feel that we can't Interesting. Hold on, let me get a little bit on this Three of Wands here, Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on here. Interesting. Okay, so you got the Tower and you got the Nine of Cups here, Virgo. And it seems like that if maybe we're in this place where we can't seem to maybe voice our happiness, maybe there's something like you need to, with the Tower and the Fool here, it feels like that there's something that's trying to change, that maybe it's something that's limiting your growth. And I don't know what that is. If it's like again, this could be like a relationship, or this could be something where we might be playing mind games on ourselves, Virgo. Maybe we're telling ourselves that we can't change a situation. Maybe it's just like it's going to, this is just maybe what kind of happy is just going to kind of look like, or but I feel like that this is interesting, Virgo. I feel like we want to be careful about that, because like if we're not, especially if this is something where I feel like maybe that we're doing to ourselves possibly. I feel like we've got to be, and especially you being Mercury ruled, Virgo, what you're thinking, your thoughts and stuff are very important, because we are in a very heightened state of manifestation and intuition, and things are changing. It's talk about towers. There's about to be towers all over the place. And that's not to get you scared. That's to get you pumped. Because the Fool here, this gives us an opportunity to bring, new innovative ideas, usher in the future. That's one of the things that Uranus energy covers here. And to bring a level of balance, because things have been out of balance for a long time, Virgo. But I feel like with this energy here, this is something where, because even the Nine of Cups, this is Mars in Pisces. And so I feel like that it's taking that energy and really pursuing whatever it is that brings you happiness, really kind of tune into any areas, Virgo, that you may feel, again, that there's no kind of harmony, or that there's this dissonance or something along those lines. And let's see if we can maybe change that up. Okay, so we're not keeping those, but we were talking about the Tower and it came out, Virgo. So let's think about that. But let's okay, more. Okay, we're gonna get some more on that. Thing 2, Virgo, kind of popping out here. The destroyed heritage. And I don't know if this is some sort of like, because this could be, maybe with this court thing that's going on, this could be, again, maybe some sort of like family thing that's going down here. Maybe, interesting. Let me get a little bit more on this, Virgo. All right, Virgo. So you got the Moon. You have more Pisces. You got the Moon, the Cups, just Cups, Virgo. And actually, yeah, just Cups. You got the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and then you have the Five of Wands, Six of Wands here. And with the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is getting to our victory. It's an energy of triumph, Virgo, but it feels like that maybe for some of you with the Moon card being here, it's just like it feels like that maybe it's been like what like fulfillment looks like to us, or like what would make us happy, or something along those lines. Since you had gotten that Nine of Cups earlier too, it's like it seems like almost that. Let me get a little more on the Six of Wands here, because it feels like that there's something where we've been wanting to. Let me get a little bit more on that Six of Wands, Virgo. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. Interesting. Okay. So the Six of Wands clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and then the King of Swords. In this energy, Virgo, it seems like that I feel like it's paying attention to what maybe how you've invested in things so far. You know, with the Seven of Pentacles being here. And if it's brought you, because the Queen of Wands, whenever she's doing whatever she's doing, she is super passionate about it. She rules the first two decan Aries and the last of Pisces. So she's full of she's full of creative energy. She's all about, this is very passionate energy right here. Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. And I feel like that it's really paying attention to how whatever we've invested in has fulfilled us. Has it brought us this excitement, this fun, this passion, this joy here? Because I feel like if we were to ask ourselves this stuff here, there's real wisdom that can come from that, Virgo, with the King of Swords being here. And, you know, when you're working towards that type of stuff here and kind of like sort of like evaluating these things, just even though the Six of Wands can be a card of victory, no one really sees that journey to get to that. You know, most people get to see where it's a celebration. You know, they get to see after the moonlight. All they get to see is the sun. You know what I mean? They don't see the dark nights, you know, when we were kind of void of course and really kind of meditating and really kind of processing whatever this stuff, you know, kind of looks like here. And you know, really kind of pondering this stuff, because the King of Swords, this is Gemini energy, and that's very, I got a Gemini moon, so I understand how your ruler works there, Virgo, and just thinking all the time, you know, just like King of Swords, he's very, of the kings, he is the most, he's all about like logical wisdom, you know, he's very much about the air, you know what I mean? He's very interesting, the King of Swords, but there's a wisdom there that it's very interesting energy here, Virgo. But this does seem like an energy of like, it feels like that maybe we've been kind of choked off from the happiness or like the fulfillment. There's an aspect that feels like it's missing, and it's just like, Let me get a little more on this Knight of Cups here, because he's a guy that follows his heart through and through. He's a very Scorpio energy. Let's see, though. Interesting, Virgo. So here's that Tower again. So you got the Tower, the Judgment, and that's hard, Virgo. You got the Tower, the Judgment, and the Page of Wands here. So that's the Tower, Mars, and Pluto is Judgment. And Pluto is a higher octave of Mars. So there's a deep change that needs to happen, Virgo. I feel like there's like for some of you, there's a question here. Because the Page of Wands, he reminds me a lot of like Leo energy. And it's just like, are we creating creating fun, you know what I mean? Because Page of Wands, he's just like the Queen of Wands. He's that, because all the pages are that childlike energy, you know what I mean? That's that initial kind of like spark, that curiosity, you know, like, ooh, you learn how to manifest and then you just like want to do it all the time. You know, that's the Page energy, and the Wands are that action, that heat. So whatever this is, Virgo, there's definitely a need for a change here. You know, however maybe things have been operating, again, if this is like a mindset or maybe this is a relationship or something along those lines, but I feel like that this could be a potentially kind of cathartic experience, you know, like especially, I mean, Tower and Judgment, that's some mad transformation. Come on, we just put the Tower back. So it's, all right. Let's get your last card here, Virgo. Interesting. I like that. That's a nice little finisher there. Because you got the 6th card of Taurus here, which is the Anam Cara card. And with this card, this is a card of unconditional love, romance, soulmates, uncommon bond, devoted, always, tenderness, timeless, constant, affection, best friends, appreciation, unchanging, and infinite love. And this is interesting. This is kind of an interesting turn here. Well, I will say, I do feel like for some of you, especially if we've been kind of silencing this thing, or if we have been in this place of this, I'm not sure if this is a place of some kind of control or just, again, some kind of something like it's suffocated or censorship or something along those lines that is popping up here. But the devoted is popping out to me, and I just feel like it's just like, really, where have we been kind of channeling our energies, and are we in love with that thing? You know, just especially with thinking about with the Knight of Cups being here, and this could be, you know, considering that we have, you know, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, even with this gavel thing, you know, maybe for some others there is something here, like maybe it's like there's whatever this change that is happening, maybe this is something that has rocked us. You know, maybe we had thought someone was like a soulmate type of thing, and things have just really kind of, I don't know, it's like I don't know if they've fallen apart or something along those lines. There's some really weird, like not weird change, but some kind of change maybe with like a deep kind of bond with, again, this could be in love, this could be a friend, this could be a familial thing, whatever this is. I feel that, let me get some tarot on this, Virgo. This is interesting. All right, Virgo. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, yeah, Virgo. Something. So you got the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, the the Eight of Swords, and then you got the Death card here. So Virgo, for some of you, how I was saying about the pay attention, you know, like in bringing order to things, however this might be looking, you know, there's something here about something needs to change, you know, and I feel like that there may be, I'm not saying it's like many things that need to change with the Seven of Cups, but I feel that there's something where we may need to apply a lot of unconditional love and maybe some tenderness and things to maybe several parts of ourselves or something along those lines. There may be some kind of like this thing with the Eight of Swords energy maybe being kind of caught up in our heads, like you know, Eight of Swords is like almost for me like a self-imposed prison. But the nice thing about that is that you built it. And so when we kind of learn the when the things are, when we're kind of locked in somewhere, if we're kind of stuck in a spiral here more. Oh, hold on, Virgo, we're gonna switch back over. Hold up. Oh, if I can find my mouse, maybe. There we go. But yeah, it seems like that if there's something that if we've been kind of keeping on a loop for a while, or something along those lines, you know, with the Four of Wands, you know, Four of Wands to me is it's almost like a checkpoint. You know, it's like kind of checking in really with yourself and see how you're doing on your journey to getting to the Six of Cups, to whatever your victory, your fulfillment looks like. But in between those, you know, between the Six and the Four of Wands, of course, is the Five of Wands, but that's a card of conflict. And it seems like here that maybe there's like a conflict that we're not paying attention to. There's something here that maybe we've kind of gotten buried or whatever this is. You know, there's just I'm just getting a lot of areas that if dealt with, if given that safe space to maybe feel felt and maybe to feel heard, then maybe that there could be I don't know. It's very interesting, Virgo, because now we're getting into, because this is, you got a lot of heavy Scorpio energy coming through here, you know, with all this change and stuff. So whatever this is something deep, and it's something that, deal with it as it makes sense. You know, try not to force this thing. But I do feel that if we ignore this thing, it's going to be, it gets weird, Virgo. So I think I'm gonna leave that there, because that's now it feels like we're might be forcing it here. But if anything resonated with you, Virgo, you know, give it a thumbs up to let other Virgos know that, you know, it's just like when situations like this kind of happen, when we're getting into some kind of like, this is very kind of interesting, Virgo, you know, just more so just along the lines of just like, hey, I'm trying to figure this thing out too. You know, it's normal, whatever this is, because we all go through it, Virgo. And share this if you know someone who may be going through this, Virgo, that's kind of turning the gears and things, maybe being a little overly critical or something along those lines of, you know, of themselves, maybe of others, however that's looking. But, and then if you haven't already, Virgo, let's try to raise this vibration. Let's little on them car and try to raise this vibration up some. Subscribe, hit that bell button, get notified when I release videos each week. And then, you know, maybe something to help you hermit, you know, get in that hermit state. I'm on this meditation app, Insight Timer, and I created a group on there called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group to post like positive affirmations, encouraging messages, things along those lines. And as it grows, you know, want to do some different meditation groups. I mean, you got all this change here, you know, maybe it's just like, you know, oh, I don't know, we may have to start like a course, like the 3 levels of change with Scorpio or something along those lines. Like, I don't know, Virgo, we're spitballing right now. But check that out. And then lastly, if you have any, we got a little bit of lunar shenanigans here, but if you have any Cancer in your place, not you need them, but sun, moon, rising, come on over to my other channel, The Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. Absolutely talk about the moon. I don't know why Pisces is the moon, but you know, I guess they're psychic. It's fine. But all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here so I can get you out of here. I love that, Virgo. Go get your 10 of Cups. I'm with it. Oh, and you know what? Did I say that, I think I said the 9 of Cups is Mars in Pisces. That is definitely Jupiter in Pisces. This is Mars in Pisces. Now we're taking action, and look at this. Now we're really taking action here, Virgo, because look at that. Yeah, Mars and Pisces here, and Mars and Pisces, 10 of Cups. So what would make you happy? What does fulfillment look like? I mean, come on, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and then Ace of Wands too, going towards that. Oh, and look at this, going towards the heart. Even the gem that I picked out earlier is a heart shape here for you there, Virgo. Like we're all psychic here or something. Let's get an oracle card on this. I like that. But really, Virgo, do you like where you're at right now? And if we don't, if there's something that we're not liking, why don't we like it? And how we gonna fix that, Virgo? I know that's a little aggressive. Let me say all this Mars energy. Gotta get aggressive, Virgo. And we gotta get eyes on it. You got the eye card here. And so, yeah, Virgo, it's just like, I don't know, like it's interesting energy, but even just kind of first thing that kind of popped in my head, do we like what we see, you know? And if not, and listen, when we're getting eyes on this stuff, you know, these aspects maybe of others, of ourselves, you know, try to show it some compassion, some kindness, especially if it's something of ourselves, because that's a part of you, you know, that even those because whatever that was, it was like I was kind of digging, like it was, you know, very Scorpio, kind of like very hidden, whatever that was, and very, and kind of Pisces, you know, it's interesting, but those kind of darker aspects, you know, where they may be kind of ugly to look at first, but when you provide that kind of safe space for them to just kind of be, you know, allow it, and then just kind of really feel that, because you got quite a bit of cups here, you know, too, and a lot of water energy coming through. So it really kind of, I don't know, kind of sit with these kind of like these feelings and stuff here, Virgo. And welcome them, then create a safe space, and then you know what? Once you do kind of get eyes on them, I mean, they become great allies, you know, and it really kind of helps. It makes you more resilient, you know, and helps you to navigate this journey a lot easier there. So little something to think about there, Virgo. But you stay safe out there with all this change and court stuff and nonsense, you know, because especially if this is some kind of court thing, Virgo, that really is a pain and a half. So try to stay cool during this thing, because it'll be over with before you know it. And raise your vibration to the roof. I was like, what else are we doing? Anam Kara till the sun goes down, and it comes back up again, and then apply some Ten of Cups, and just meditate on this stuff here, Virgo. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.